Hello, I'm speaking to you directly today from my treatment space, my yoga and treatment space. And I'm just sitting here and developing basically my nervous system rhythm for this week. You're probably going to be wondering, what's she talking about? I have declared this week and the next week as very central to care for my nervous system. So it's going to be a care week for me, my students, and my clients. And I wanted to invite you to do that also for yourself. The nervous system, most people aren't really aware of it like that. It has like such a big function to us, but really, if you really think about it, it's our electrical system. It permeates our whole body, and it is literally has got billions of pathways that run through our whole body. So we are basically within a massive web where information and nerve energy travels. And just to keep it simple, the nervous system is literally, it has got two sides, two boards, basically. It has got the sympathetic side, which is the doing, the action mode. And then it has got the parasympathetic side to it, which is the being, the nourishing, the taking in side. In our world as it is right now, there is so much demand being placed on us always to be doing. So we are either doing actively something or we are asked to do something. And whether it is through our mobile phones or whether it is through the working world around us, it is for most people at the moment easier to be in the sympathetic nervous system side to keep doing, or at least to keep thinking they should be doing, because also that brings us to that side. Now, like everything in nature, and we are parts of nature, we need both sides to a fairly even level to be at our best. So we need the doing mode, but we also need the being mode to create, to let things settle and to nourish. And without that being mode, we basically don't have as much energy as we would have to normally for our doing. So just in a nutshell, that is sort of roughly how our system works. For most people, what happens is that we are, for example, now in the middle of the year. Yeah. And many people at this point start to feel rather tired. And they keep thinking, oh my God, I've got another 6 months. And then maybe there's a bit of a break, around Christmas and New Year. There's a mid-year break, yes, but still it's like it feels like a long stretch. That normally hints towards being more in the sympathetic mode. And it calls for action, small and bigger actions, in order to restore that other side. Now, here in this video, I just wanted to point that out to you first, that it is normal to be tired. And at this point of the year, because there's so much demand being placed on all of us, and people place often that demand on themselves also, that by the middle of the year they need to have accomplished X, Y, and Z, and if they aren't, there's this whole pressure of guilt also. Have I done this already? No, then I must do it in the second half of the year. So all that sort of loading, psychological loading also of time. Now, what I want to invite you here in this little interview or talk to do is to just write down for a moment randomly your goals. Yeah, your goals that you think you should have accomplished by now. And I want you to do a list basically of those goals. And then after maybe in the next half hour or so, I'd like you to look at that list and just really think about what is really essential on that list for you to move forward into the second half of the year? Number one. So can you take some things off? Can they be postponed perhaps, or can they be modified? So that would be the first step, to just take a little bit of mental pressure off of demand. And then on a very, very factual level, I wanted to invite you to look at your timetable. And if you never look at your timetable, you're just there and you're getting up and you're going to work, or you're dealing with your family and then going to work, or, if you're just sort of in this do mode, I would like to invite you to actually pause, perhaps on the weekend or so, and write down a little bit before the next week comes, what you would like to have in your week. And the having in the week is not just the I must do this and that, I must go to the bank, I must accomplish this type of work, I must buy enough food so that my family can eat, etc. But you also want to put in, beside the musts, the I need deeply, like I need time in nature, I need exercise, yeah, I need time to just breathe, and perhaps you need time to play, yeah. So those aspects, put them out there as well, and have both of those, the list of tasks and the lists of the things you essentially need, because those, what you essentially need, those needs, they are actually restoring the parasympathetic nervous system. And in order to come to the end of the year and feel okay, knowing that you still have quite a few years to go in your life, you're going to need to start finding a rhythm, a balance between what you think you need to do, yeah, or perhaps must do, yeah, and the things that you know deeply they do you good. And knowing that both of those, and I'm holding out my hands again, think of those two balls, yeah, knowing that both of those are equally as important. If you have questions to that, or you have ideas to that, please feel free to reach out. I have developed over the last 7 years, I developed this amazing program called Pivot. This is for people that really want a turnaround in their life, and especially in regards also to their nervous system, in regards to the mode or how they want to feel in their life, how alive and how nourished and supported they want to feel in their life. And Pivot does that. It gives you substantially the tools to really, do that for yourself also. So if that interests you, reach out as well. Write me an email or send me a WhatsApp and reach out for a free chat. All right. Have a great week. Bye.